Welcome back to ITV Fashion, where we feature the best of Pacific Northwest designers. I'm your host, Darren, and right now I'm sitting in the fabulous apartment of the one, the only, Count Kody. Kody, how's it going today?
Doing great, doing great.
So, Kody, tell me a little bit about the event that you have going on at your place. And wow, I must first say, wow. You're going to see some of this later on, but wow. Tell me a little bit about the event you have going on right now and what you do.
Well, this is an event that I'm actually throwing for some really dear friends, people that I've known over the years, and basically it's a party to thank them for the years of friendship, so I named it Cheers to the Years, just to celebrate friendship and acquaintances.
So when you're designing an event, I've seen your portfolio, I've seen your work, we'll show our viewers some of that. When you're designing an event, how do you come up with your themes? How do you come up with your design, and what inspires you for most of your work?
Well, you know, a lot of times I get the inspiration actually from the clients themselves. Sometimes if they have a focus or a cause, you know, we'll work around that. But it just depends on each individual person. I travel a lot as well, and through that, that inspires me to get out there and pull those items in for parties that I feel suits the client best.
And so what's the most exciting part of doing all that you find? What do you find to be the best?
Well, you know, I really do love working directly with the client, and that one-on-one client satisfaction is what I really enjoy. Through that, one thing that I really enjoy doing as well is coming up with a signature that expresses the host or the hostess for their guests, and to create something that is really memorable for guests to take home, and you know, it makes my clients feel like a superstar, as they well should.
Nice. And do you have a set philosophy that you follow, or would that be sort of your?
Well, you know, the design philosophy that I do is really working with the individual to make an artistic expression of what it is to celebrate themselves and friends. So again, it really focuses on that uniqueness of an event.
And so for this event that you just did, the Cheers to the Years, I noticed, I mean, you brought in your own boutique chef. I mean, the table layout, the design, you know, it just is phenomenal. I mean, you put a lot into the event. I mean, 12 of your closest friends come over, and this is like I would expect to get this like the Ritz-Carlton or something. If they were treating me if I was the president of the United States. I mean, this is just awesome. I mean, delectable treats, delectable desserts. What, you know, tell me how you came up with that.
Well, I am really excited because Eddie Shoemaker is a boutique chef, and he does exquisite work, absolutely exquisite work. So I was excited to have him come and do his culinary expertise. I mean, it was just exquisitely done. And I think everyone's really enjoyed the food.
Where do you get your inspiration from? I mean, I've seen your portfolio. We're definitely showing our viewers some of the work you've done for this party. Where does that inspiration come from? Or what inspires you?
Well, you know, as I say, I get a lot of it from the clients themselves. We do a lot of wonderful traveling around the world. Sometimes it can be from just a simple color, a texture, but the thing is that I always try and just leave my mind as open as possible. I don't limit myself, and I think that's one of the keys to being a true creative and being successful.
Yeah, and I know that from time to time, certain mishaps can happen. I used to work in the AV field myself and do events for AV work for the shows, and you know, seeing it from your end as the designer that would come in, you know, can you tell me about like one of a catastrophe that's ever happened, or anything that's bad that's ever really happened to you that you actually got out of or turned it around when working with your client?
Well, I can tell you actually, you know, things do happen, but you have to be on your feet and ready to take care of those at all the times. We were doing a very large outdoor party one time, and we had just finished all the decorations and all the decor details for this outside tent. And all of a sudden, it started to rain inside the tent. Rain inside the tent. Even though we'd left specific instructions for the gardener, he had forgotten to turn the watering system off. So, but you know what? I have a team of professionals behind me, and we just looked at it as this is a dress rehearsal that we just finished. Now we're on. We're going to take care of this in 1 hour, and it was done, and it was seamless. But you just have to go with the flow.
I wouldn't know what I would do if I had all my camera gear and everything out and it started raining inside on all my equipment. But wow, that's awesome. You were able to pull that off and make sure the customer was happy. So, Kody, talking about, you work with a number of clients. Who are some of your most notable clients that you've worked with in the past, or some of your more notable events that you've done?
Well, I feel really fortunate because I have worked with some incredible people. In terms of some of the celebrities that I've worked with, I worked with Siegfried and Roy, Sandra Bernhard, the Countess Costanza of Italy, and then here in the Pacific Northwest, I was very excited because I got to do the retirement party for Patricia Barker, who's the prima ballerina for the Pacific Northwest Ballet. In terms of some of the larger events that I've done here in the immediate area, I was very fortunate because I was the decor chair for Poncho, and Poncho is such a great organization supporting the arts, and it was a phenomenal experience to work with them.
And by the way, I just want to say one thing, that your design, the table, the centerpiece of what you've done there, tell me a little bit about that. Take me through a tour of what you have set out for your guests.
Well, let's see here. As I said, it's cheers to the years, and there were a few things that I put a lot of thought into this party. One was the invitation. Each guest got a little bottle of champagne and a note there, which was kind of fun, and the invitation was actually printed on the front of the bottle of the champagne there. And then another thing that I did for this party, which I hope they'll enjoy, is the host gift that they'll take home, which is a personalized champagne flute with a picture on it. Just bookmarking some of the past times that we've had in the past. So hopefully they'll enjoy that. But a lot of times I put thought into gifts, whether it be an intro and an exit, and I like to tie them together so that things are thematic.
Even the food selection, the choices that you chose, that Eddie actually, you and him worked together, I assume, to come together with a design for that?
I really took the lead from him because he is so talented. He did an exquisite job, and I'm excited to work with him again in the future, and I think my guests have really enjoyed this, so really looking forward to it.
So Kody, in addition to not only creating great events and designing these great events, you also are a little passionate about teaching design. Tell me a little bit about that and what people can expect to get from you if they took a course or took a training session from you.
Well, I do love to design, and but I also love to teach people. Some of the courses that I do, one is called Brides on a Budget, and it works with people who want to throw really lavish events. But in today's times, we have to watch our pennies. So I love to give hints, help people create their dream day. Another one that I do is called Portfolio and Presentation, and it's helping people present themselves in a really beautiful manner. And I really enjoy teaching because, not only am I teaching, but as I'm doing that, I'm learning as well. And I love to be able to give back to people.
So Kody, tell me about what your immediate goals are and your future goals are for your company.
Well, I'm awfully excited to have my company. I hope it keeps going strong. So immediately, I'm always looking to help people create parties and events. And long term, I just hope that we keep growing and growing. But my passion is to help people celebrate those hallmark times in their life, to celebrate friends and family in a way that they'll be able to remember for the rest of their lives and really hold that dear to their heart.
So Kody, if people wanted to find out more information about you and your company, where could they go?
Well, we have a great website. It's countkody.com, which is COUNTKODY.com.
K-O-D-Y.
K-O-D-Y, yes.
Awesome. Kody, thank you very much for coming on the show. It's always a pleasure to see your work. I'm completely blown away. People, if you don't know, and now you know, this is the hottest designer for events in the city. He'll also travel as well. Is that correct?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Kody, thank you again for coming on ITV. Don't forget you can go to our website, itvnw.com, where you can register to become an ITV VIP member, enter to win free prizes, and win guest appearances on the show. This is Darren with ITV Fashion, coming to you from Count Kody's apartment. Cheers for the years party. We'll be right back.
Energy, music, technology. Mad Malcolm Productions Incorporated. Electronic music production with music on the iTunes Music Store and available for licensing, and multimedia content creation. Visit madmalcolm.com for more information.
I'm attorney Alexander Ransom. Have you been charged with a DUI or faced any other criminal charges? If you're in trouble with the law, you need a trial attorney who's aggressive, experienced, and effective. Call today for a free consultation. The law offices of Alexander Ransom. I look forward to serving you and getting your criminal charges reduced or dismissed. Call today. The law offices of Alexander Ransom. Call today.